Hey there, friends. Nibs again, out here in the garage tonight, doing a little bit of goofing around. Wanted to get out here and do, this is an idea I've had in my mind for a while, and I've seen a couple other guys shooting some older 760s rod over at Rod's Fishing Adventure, Rod's Illinois, is it Illinois Air Guns? I can't remember. I'll put it down here. I remember Rod's Fishing Adventures because that's where I started watching his channel, and then he made a air gun channel as well. But he was shooting some old 760s, and I said, I'll have to get out and shoot some of my old stuff. I am going to attempt to run through, I have 11 760s that are in shooting order, and then I have 2 that need some repairs, but we'll talk about them real quick. I'm going to try to go as best I can in chronological order from the oldest up to the newest ones I have. I don't have a brand new one, the black with the brown grips. Brand new one. I've had 7 or 8 of them, and I've given them all away to kids and subscribers and stuff like that. But I did get a package in the mail today, and this is a gift package coming in from, I did open it already, from Backyard Dispatcher. He's been a channel member for quite a while now. I really appreciate his support, but just thinking about me, he said, and saw these on sale, and he went ahead and placed an order and had it sent over to me. So we're going to go ahead and shoot these with these Crosman 760s that I got here. I have most of the different variations. There's a couple in-betweeners that I don't have. I've had in the past, sold them, given them away. I've given quite a few 760s away, but so this is a 250 pack of the, are these the, look like these are probably the made in Spain ones now. I haven't had these yet. Made in Spain, yep. So these are the Gamo. So they say they're pointed, but boy, they look more like a round nose to me. Boy, they look like they are not pointed like the old 7.9 green or 7.4 green or whatever they were, Crosman pointed ones. Not that that's a bad thing, but I guess it's a little more pointed than a dome, but boy, it's not pointed at all. But anyway, let's get right into it. We got lots to do. I'm going to start out. These are my 4 oldest ones up here on the rack. This is the oldest one. This is a probably 1966 vintage. They did not put any kind of production marking or anything. They did start making these, I read, in late 65, so it could possibly be a 65, but all the popular literature say that the 760 came out in 66, which I like because that's when I came out too. So you can tell this one's a first year of production. It has that square cutout there, and that was quickly changed to the next version we're going to take a look at in a second, because that was actually a weak point and would cause the wood to split. That piece of metal in there, if it were to get torqued at all, it would cause that wood to split. So when you're pumping these, you always want to make sure you hold on to the metal here and not just the wood, because you can cause that torque yourself. All right, I have not tried these pellets in anything, so all bets are off as far as accuracy goes. But let's go ahead and give it a try. All right, let's see. On the right-hand side, I don't know if you can see them. I think you can. Right-hand side, there's some splatter bursts right in the middle. That one went a little low. Let's try that again. That's better. Didn't that, oh, jeez. All right, so that's the first year production. Now this is the next revision. I have 2 of these, so I'm only going to show you one. But I have 2 of these, and they have a date code on the end here. Now I thought this says 68 on it, so I thought maybe that was 68. And I'm pretty sure it still is a 1968, but not because it says 68, but I think 6 is the month and 8 is the year. I have another one over here that I'll show you that has 30 on it. And I think that one's a March of 1970. That one's significant in other ways too, so I'll show you that one too. But this guy is a good shooting little gun. Let's go ahead and hit the can. No problem. This is a community can. It's not been shot by any one gun, just been playing around with it and plinking. All right, let's go to that same splatter burst that I hit with the first one. Oop, hit just a little low, and now see on this one, you can see that the wood now extends up into the metal instead of the metal down into the wood. That's a lot more, a lot better design as far as structural ability of the joint to sustain. So I do have a second one of those. They call these the Tootsie Rolls because of these cuts in the look. Kind of looks like a old Tootsie Roll. Now this one also is a 6.8, and now this next one is very similar to those last two I just showed you, but it does not have a Tootsie Roll handle in the front here. This is actually a Western Auto Revelation, and I'll put a picture up here of the stamp on this one. It says Revelation BB repeater, 177 BB repeater, 177 pellet, made for Western Auto, supplied by Crosman Arms. And this one says 30 up here on the front, and I believe that means March of 1970. Now these first couple actually have a little teardrop bolt, and now this one has this hexagon style bolt that can actually unscrew off of there. That was a change that came around 1970 as well. The change to the 760, the actual 760 that Crosman put out, was pretty significant in 1970, but I used to have 3 or 4 of them, but I've fixed them all up and given them all away, so I'll talk about that in a second. Oh, just so you know, I was shooting at that bottom splatter burst. Let's do one more. Let's shoot the can again. Shoot the can. There you go. So that is a Western Auto Revelation. I believe they still called that the 760 though. Now let's see. I gotta make sure I'm doing this right here. So I have 3 guns that are, I believe, from like the same year product line. Now in 1970, they switched from making these with wood over to this solid plastic. They called this Crosswood. It's very similar to the stock that's on the M1 here, the old M1, just like a solid, I can't remember, urethane or what it is, but it's a solid, it's not plastic, hollow plastic like the 760s I'll show you in a little bit. And from 70 up to 74 would also have this crosswood on the foregrip as well. And then in somewhere around 74, late 74 into 75, I think common myth has that they ran out of the crosswood handles, and they had a whole bunch of these they wanted to get out, so they hurry up and produced some wood handles and threw those on there and got them out the door. So you got in like 74, 75, you end up with these guys with a wood handle in the front and this crosswood stock in the back. And like I said, I have 3 of them out here. I won't show you all 3 of them. Well, I'll probably show you one of them because I do have a scope on the other one. I'll shoot that one. But trees are starting to lose their leaves, and it really kicks in my allergies this time of year. So let's go ahead and knock over the ram. No, we're not. let's hit the let's hit one of the splatterbursts, the lower right one there. I did not see where that hit. Interesting, I tested all these guns out before I started up here. All right, let's get that upper splatterburst, I guess. Okay, there it is. It's just shooting a little low. All right, let's do one more, and we'll try to knock over the ram. Most of these are ones that I have bought and rebuilt. There we go. All right, so that is, like I said, probably a 74, late 74, early 75. Here's another one that has a little, this is a Medalist Weaver scope. Actually not a bad little scope for what it is. And so they're still calling these the Power Master. So up until now, they've called these the Power Master. All right, let's hit the can. But that's going to change very quickly. I don't have it out, but they changed in right around this time frame. They came out with the model 766. They started calling that the Power Master, and they started calling the 760 the Pump Master. Here is my last, the third of that 75-ish model range. Oh, let's see what we got here. Nope, that's not the next one. So the next one is this one right here. So now let's see, now they started putting date codes on these guys. So this one is a 283. So I believe this one was made in 83. I'm not 100% sure about that. But this one has, now they started coming out with a much more lightweight, more hollow feeling plastic foregrip and in stock on these. Notice this one still has a metal receiver, but now they have changed to what they call a hammer drop mechanism. The older ones that we've all seen so far are what they call a self-cocking mechanism, where you don't have to pull the bolt back. If you just pumped it, you didn't have to pull the bolt back at all, and it would shoot. Wouldn't shoot anything because you didn't pull the bolt back and load a pellet. But this one, you have to pull that back, and then you fire it. So, but again, this one still has the metal. Still has the metal receiver. That will change soon as well. Let's hit the can. Yep. So somewhere around in this time frame, they came out with a 761 XL. I haven't had one of those yet. I'm still looking for one of those in decent shape for a decent price. I was hitting the pig, by the way. But so that's the 76 and newer. They switched over to the hammer drop instead of the, only got a couple more to go, so stick with me. Let me see, I don't remember which one's which here on these two. So now these two, they may be very similar. I think they are. So this one is a, I believe that one's a 2002. So this one's a 95. And really the only difference is the sights that are on here. So this one says 895 on the, and this one says yeah, I do believe this one is a, so one thing they started doing, instead of having a sight that you could actually move and pop on and off, they started welding the sights onto the barrel. So let's see, let's shoot this 95 version first. Let me see what the date is on this other one. This one is non-functional. I do have a seal kit that I got from Henry Ford for this one. So this one's a 96. Picked this one up at a garage sale not too awful long ago. It's in real nice shape, just needs a seal kit, so not a big deal. So this one's a 95, that one's a 96. The other one's a 2002. I've got a couple more to show you. And so let me see. One of these, I think it's was it this? Yeah, so I think it's the 2002. I actually took a picture of it. That barrel on that 2002 is rifled, and I got a picture of the rifling of that, and I'll show you that when we pull that one up. All right, let's see if I can hit the turkey. Ooh, I seen where it went just over his shoulder there. I think I'm shooting a little high on this one. Let's go up to the splatter bursts. Yeah, I was aiming for the upper one, and I was high and right. Looks like I'm canted off to the right as well. All right, let's hit the can, and we'll set this one aside. We'll go on to the next one. So this is, I actually bought this one in that 96. So this is a 95, that's a 96. I bought both of these from a garage sale, same garage sale. This one worked. The other one, acts like it wants to work, but it pumps up and everything, but when you shoot at the barrel, the bullet just rolls out the barrel. So, but that's that. This is the 96 that I got from the same garage sale. It's in better shape overall. Missing the sight, no big deal. So now this one is the 2002. And like I said a minute ago, this one, here's a picture of it. Really tough to see maybe in the picture, but this one is definitely rifled. Now there was some rumors about them doing a run of these in like the mid 80s with rifling on it, but this one, if I'm reading that date code right, 025506-101, maybe it's February of 85. I don't know. If you guys know better than me, let me know. Some of these date codes can get pretty cryptic. So, all right, let's see this one. The sight's a little bent on it. Let's hit the can. I do like the I do like the brass bolt handle ones because I had those growing up. I'm pretty sure I had one of these too. Not 100% sure. I do remember the brass bolt handle on a couple of them that I had. Let's see if I can hit the see if I hit the turkey with this one. Nope. The sight is bent, and I'm missing the elevator on that one. So, but still fun to plink with. And so if you guys know what that 0255 is, the first four numbers, is that a 1985? That would make more sense with the rifle barrel because that's when I read they were experimenting with that. All right, I got just one more functional one. I got one here that is brand new. This is one of the ones that kind of spurred me getting out here and doing this as well. This was just gifted to the channel. This is one of those ones that actually uses the magazine here, which you'll see on the next one as well. But this is so the date code on this one is D06. So D would be April, right? 4, and then 06 is 2006. So that makes sense for that one. And that's pretty cool. I do have a seal kit over here already for this one. I just gotta find the time to stick it in there and get it going. All right, we are on the last one. We're not doing too bad on time, a little bit longer than normal, but this one is one that was also gifted to the channel quite a while ago now. But this one actually uses those little magazines as well. And you can start to see this is like the new style ones. Now this one, the date code on this one is, where is it at? I found it earlier. Oh, there it is. So this one is 017M, which I believe is 2017, and then M would be the month. I don't know. But I did put a little red dot on this one just to have some fun with it. But there it's on. So this one, you actually load up this magazine, and then you either push it or pull it through. I still have one more pellet in there. And then you push that, and it loads it right in there. All right, let's hit the splatter burst there on the bottom. I think I hit just at the bottom of it. So that was the last one of that one. So now these little magazines slide in with, it's got a groove on the top front, so you know how to put your pellets in here. I won't shoot all these, but I'm just getting it loaded up. Hopefully this week I'll get a chance to rebuild those other two. Been too busy playing with knives. I know, you guys are telling me. Let's see if we can knock over those last two silhouettes there. Got the turkey. Chicken's pretty small. No problem. Maybe I should put a red dot on the rest of those. So all of the rest of these, so these ones up here, none of these ones have any kind of scope mounting ability on them. They didn't start putting the dovetail rail on there until the 1970 version came out. And I think Western Auto was just kind of the Western Auto one was just kind of a holdover from the 60s. But let's do one more. Let's hit the can. But so this is very reminiscent of the one you can still go to Walmart and buy, or Tractor Supply or Amazon or whatever. Just those new ones have a tan or brown foregrip, and so this is all one piece. This, you actually take all these screws out, and this is one big clamshell. But the new ones, the buttstock and the receiver, are separate parts. But this one's all one piece. But really pretty cool, and I really appreciate this gift from one of the longtime subscribers to the channel. Hope you guys liked the video. If you have any suggestions as far as some of these dates go, I'm no expert, just going off what I read on the internet, but most of that's pretty accurate, I believe. But that is my 760 collection so far. Like I said, I've probably had another 15 or 20 of them come in and fix them up and shoot them and then gift them off to other people and stuff. But some of these ones will probably get gifted away, you know, in time as well. So hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.